In Venezuela, the re-elected President Nicolas Maduro, in the framework of the 87th anniversary of the Bolivarian National Guard, denounced that the country is facing a coup d'etat that he described as cyber-fascist, while urged the cohesion of the civic military union against the coup attempts of the far right. Let's see the details.
During the ceremony in the vicinity of the Bolivarian Military Academy, the president emphasized that despite the coup actions of the global ultra-right, the National Guard has been an example of loyalty and honor to his oath in defense of peace.
We are precisely at the moment when we are facing in the streets of Venezuela a cyber-fascist criminal coup d'etat. I have no doubts, Mr. General, in describing it as such. Generals, admirals, professional personnel present at this magnificent event. Family members of the personnel who today are promoted to the next higher rank. An imperialism coup d'etat, an imperialist ambush that has fascist characteristics, full of hate, revenge, persecution against institutions. How much hatred has been poured against the Bolivarian National Guard, and what an exemplary conduct the Guard has shown to go out to protect and defend these people and their right to peace. I congratulate you with my heart as Commander-in-Chief. I congratulate our Bolivarian National Guard for the example it's showing.
Con mi corazón de comandante en jefe, felicito a nuestra Guardia Nacional Bolivariana por el ejemplo que está dando.
The Venezuelan head of state also denounced the plans of the Venezuelan ultra-right wing to dismantle and weaken the national armed forces in order to hand them over to the United States.
La derecha fascista de los apellidos tiene como plan central con el imperialismo.
The fascist right wing of the surnames has a central plan with imperialism to disarticulate, demobilize, divide and finish the Bolivarian armed force. They only dare to talk about the elimination of the Bolivarian National Militia. If we come to power, they say, the first decree is to eliminate the Bolivarian National Militia, that is the people in arms. A constitutional obligation to defense of the homeland by all the people. And also contained in the organic constituent law of the Bolivarian National Armed Force, approved by the very sovereign Constituent National Assembly of 2017, was what they announced in English in a program made by the fascists and published in New York. That the eminent Venezuelan intellectual thinker Luis Brito Garcia denounced and immediately the accounts of Facebook, Instagram and other social networks that published the interview censored it. The Goliath of the North, that's why I speak of cyber coup. In this case, a criminal cyber-fascist coup d'etat.
El Goliath del Norte. Por eso es que yo hablo de golpe cibernético. En este caso, un golpe de Estado ciberfascista criminal.
In this context, the re-elected president, Nicolas Maduro, expressed his repudiation of the recent declarations of the European Union, which whitewashed the violence of the extreme right against the Venezuelan people.
No se ha conocido estos testimonios y se sigue repitiendo y la Unión Europea otra vez saca.
These testimonies have not been known and continue to be repeated, and the European Union once again pulls out his chant. The same European Union that recognized Guaidó, saying of the European Union, Mr. Borrell is a disgrace. He is a disgrace. He is a disgrace who led Ukraine to war and now washes his hands of it. Who is silent before the massacre in Gaza and the genocide? Who recognized Guaidó in a shameful way and pretends to be crazy? Then now he says that in Venezuela there is a repression of peaceful demonstrations. Says Ms. Borrell, pacific. When they attack the population, when they attack hospitals, schools, bus units, subway stations, peaceful. When they capture a policewoman in her place of work, assault her, try to kill her.
Pacífica cuando capturan a una policía en su lugar de trabajo, la asaltan, intentan matarla.
On the other hand, the national executive also condemned the plan of the United States to establish hatred and division among the Venezuelan people through the social network TikTok and Instagram.
Estamos enfrentando, derrotando, conteniendo y pulverizando.
We are facing, defeating, stopping, and pulverizing a coup d'etat in Venezuela, which is the first criminal cyber-fascist coup d'etat that is being rehearsed precisely against Venezuela. Nobody should be fooled in this world. We are already grown up. We are already quite grown up. Nobody in the world should be fooled. It is a coup d'etat. They used the electoral process to mount their groups to install hatred through TikTok and Instagram.
Un golpe de Estado. Utilizaron el proceso electoral para montar los comanditos.
I accuse TikTok and Instagram of their responsibility in the installation of hatred to divide Venezuelans, to seek a massacre and a division of Venezuela, to bring fascism to Venezuela, a cyber-fascist and criminal coup d'etat.
De Venezuela, para traer el fascismo a Venezuela. Golpe de Estado ciberfascista y criminal.
In this regard, the Venezuelan president highlighted the Venezuelan struggle as a battle for Latin America, the Caribbean, and the world.
En Venezuela estamos dando una batalla por América Latina, el Caribe y por el mundo.
In Venezuela, we are fighting a battle for Latin America, the Caribbean, and the world. Or Venezuela falls into the hands of criminal fascism and Elon Musk of the Milei, or Venezuela triumphs by the paths of the Constitution, humanism, Christianity, Bolivarism, socialism of the 21st century, Chavismo. Let each one define himself. Fascism or Bolivarism, slaves or free, criminal violence or constitutional peace. Let each one define himself.
Violencia criminal o paz constitucional. Que cada quien se defina.
Finally, the Venezuelan head of state decorated 15 soldiers injured during the recent riots and called on the people to exalt peace in the face of attempts by the global ultra-right to generate violence in Venezuelan territory.